Hey guys, Amberalycee here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my Classic Girl Essentials natural hair care line. So if that is something you're interested in, then definitely stick around. So we're just going to be hopping right into the content. As you guys know from the title and the intro, I am a natural hair business owner, hence the natural hair and the curls here. If you guys are not new to the channel, then you know I launched my natural hair care line back in April. I actually launched it April 2nd of this year, 2025. If you guys are new here, then that is when I launched my business. Now, I wanted to talk about this because as my business starts to grow, I initially launched, and I've always been a Christian natural hair care line, but I don't feel like that was really in the forefront or really made known as far as just what my branding and everything looked like. And so recently here within the last month, I actually did like a small rebrand. It wasn't a rebrand as far as my packaging. All of my packaging and everything is still the same. I really wanted my business to be circled around what I actually started it out as, which is a natural hair care line. And so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the products because, like I said, as my business is starting to grow, I'm sure people have more questions about it. So I really wanted to kind of give an in-depth overview of each product that I offer, which is my Classic Girl Essentials Deep Moisturizing Hair Butter, my Lightweight Moisturizing Hair Oil, and also my Herbal Infused Hair Growth Oil. So those are the three products that I offer right now, and I am looking to expand, but of course in God's time all of that stuff will happen. And so I've already done a video of kind of how I got started and what and why I got started with the natural hair care line. So if you guys are interested in any of that, how to set up your business and stuff, I do have a business playlist that I've just kind of been putting all of my business videos together just in case you guys are interested in learning more about my story, more about my business story, and just kind of how all of that started. So one more thing before we hop into the video, I wanted to encourage anybody that is on this on a business journey, whether you are establishing yourself as a Christian brand or if you're just going into business in general. I do want to just give you guys a little bit of encouragement and just tell you that don't worry about what other people are going to think. Not everybody is going to be obviously in your target audience, but whatever it is that you are doing, especially if you are a faith-based brand, and this is specifically, I guess, kind of geared towards Christian brands, do whatever it is that God is calling you to do. Don't worry about, will people support me? Will certain audiences not gravitate to me because I am a Christian-based brand? If God is calling you to do something, then out of your obedience, do it. Don't worry about the how, the when, the why. Just do whatever it is that God is leading you to do. For myself in general, there are other natural hair care brands that are out there, and just hair care brands in general that are Christian based. And one thing that I always tell myself is that God did not have one disciple. He had 12, and of course after that we were all called to go out, minister on Christ's behalf until his return. So I just want to throw that out there. I know it can get a little bit overwhelming and it can feel like, but somebody else is already doing this, or maybe you feel like it's copying and you don't want to be seen that way. As I mentioned again, God did not call one disciple, he had multiple. So do what it is that God has told you to do. Live out your actual purpose, and God is going to take care of the rest. As long as you are doing your part, you're putting him first, and you are keeping him at the center and the core of everything that you're doing, then that's the only thing that you have to worry about. People are going to talk whether you're a Christian-based brand or not. So you might as well just go ahead and do it and be more focused on being obedient to God versus what man is going to say, because at the end of the day, they cannot save your soul. So I just want to go ahead and throw that out there before we get started. And one last thing before we hop right in, I'm actually getting ready to do my very first interview on a local podcast here in my area. So if you guys are interested in learning more about me, my journey in the business, then I will leave that down in the description box below for you guys to check out as well. So our rebrand, like I said, I really wanted my website to be something that was very welcoming, something that felt warm, and something that left my customers, or whether they converted or not, feeling empowered and just feeling overall the love of Christ and just having a better self view and leaving my website with more of a uplifted feeling. So before I actually did my rebrand, God called me to start writing blog posts, and these are just weekly blog posts that come out every Thursday at 5 p.m. Central Time, and some of them are encouraging, some of them are a little bit to give you more of a push or a nudge, just whatever it is that God places on my heart. And I always try to make these relatable, because as I'm writing these blog posts, I'm also talking to myself. I don't ever want it to feel like I'm saying you, and none of it is about me, because a lot of it does stem from just things that God has revealed to me and convicted me about as well. So I do want to say that my goal is to do it every Thursday, but I'm only going to write these blogs when I feel the nudge from the Holy Spirit. I don't ever want to write and put anything out there that just comes solely from me. And so I only want to be obedient to whatever it is that He is putting in my spirit to write and to share. Also, I now have an actual clear mission statement for my brand as well. So I'm going to read it here because it still is fairly a new rebrand, but I just wanted to read that our mission statement says, our mission is to honor God's design by crafting hair care products that celebrate the unique beauty of natural hair. We believe every kink and curl was intentionally and divinely formed specific to each of us. Our heart is focused on empowering individuals to confidently embrace their God-given crowns, inspired by the truth that you are altogether beautiful, my love. There is no flaw in you. Song of Solomon 4:7. I really wanted to create a mission based around God creating us all in His own image, but giving us those unique features that make us us. I know one of the things that's really hard for us in the natural community sometimes can be just something as simple as embracing your own curl pattern, because we're told that type 4 hair or tighter curls are not as beautiful as looser and more wavier curls. My products were made to be inclusive because they are made for all hair types and porosities, and so I believe personally that every natural hair type is beautiful. I don't think there is one hair type that is higher or more acceptable than the other. I've seen many naturals with many different hair types, and I believe that God uniquely created those kinks and curls for us. And I just want to encourage every natural that comes across my page or comes across any of my videos to really understand that God made us in His image. We are altogether beautiful. And I know that that Song of Solomon was something that was written, but that still can be taken as how God sees His children. So I just wanted to read that mission statement because that is truly what I believe, and I really want you guys to, whatever phase you are in, whether you're a beginner or not, understand that your curl pattern is what makes you you, and it is unique to you. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit encouragement on that as well. I do want to let you guys know that if you are interested in shopping my natural hair care line, you can find the link down below. I also have a store on YouTube, so you can go directly there as well if you want to shop through that way, and you will receive 15% off your order when you sign up for email marketing. Let you guys know when all of my weekly blog posts come out every Thursday, and also when we are having sales and promotions, you guys will be the first to know. So if you guys are interested in any of my products, don't forget to use the link down below, sign up for emails, and you will get 15% off your order. Now that we have that out the way, I wanted to go ahead and start talking to you guys a little bit about my actual products. And the first up is going to be probably my favorite, which is the Classic Girl Essentials Deep Moisturizing Hair Butter. And you can see here that it is made with shea, kokum, and takuma, and it's for all hair types and all porosities. I show you this one first because this is my absolute favorite product out of my entire line. It was actually my very first product that I created, and I created this specifically for moisture. So with the Deep Moisturizing Hair Butter, if you guys are like me, I have personally been natural for over 10 years now. Probably, yeah, a little bit over 10 years. I actually transitioned in 2015. I did my big chop in 2016. It's now 2025. So a little bit over 10 years. Always able to find good cleansers, good shampoos, good conditioners, great deep conditioners. But I could never find an actual styling product that actually left my hair moisturized. And that was one of the things where I would find something, companies would change their ingredients or their formula, and then I was back at square one trying to really find something that would moisturize my hair. And on top of that, I would find products that would moisturize my hair, but they only would moisturize them either for wash day or a few days after. And with my deep moisturizing hair butter, not just myself, I've actually used all of my products on my channel, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, I do have plenty of videos showing you guys how I use these. I used it to complete this wash and go that you guys see here, but it pairs well with other gels and other products that I've used it with. My favorite thing about this hair butter, and some of the things that is really highlighted with this with my customers, family and friends, and also just other customers that have tried it, they love the fact that it holds moisture. They love and they rave about the moisture that is provided, not just for the first couple of days, but for weeks on end. I've had people tell me that this moisturizing butter left their hair moisturized for an entire month whenever they just had in cornrows, using it on their kids' hair. I've loved hearing people tell me how this product here absolutely does the job, and it does what it says it's supposed to do. Now, my hair, I always knew that shea butter was a product that my hair absolutely loved. So I knew without a shadow of a doubt that I was going to have to use this some kind of way in my product. I love shea butter because shea butter is nice and thick, but it's also still a soft butter. And that's what I like about this product as well. Let me see if I can show it to you guys. It is a butter type product, but it goes in and it's very smooth. It's not it isn't really very chunky, so it mixes well in the hand, which makes it really good for mixing with other products. I actually love using this with my lightweight moisturizing oil because the butter itself is chef's kiss, but you guys, whenever you add the lightweight moisturizing oil with it, there is no combination personally for my hair that I feel is better when it comes to providing the ultimate and maximum moisture. The two of those for me are hands down, they're undefeated. And I'm not just saying that because it's my products that I created. I actually believe that through and through. So as I mentioned, with the deep moisturizing hair butter, I crafted that specifically around just making sure that it provided moisture. So shea butter strengthens, hydrates, and it repairs your hair. It also adds shine and it offers UV protection from sun rays. So of course you guys know if your hair is dry and brittle and you're out in the sun, or if you're applying heat, that is going to dry your hair out and it is going to lead to breakage. Shea butter, I love any type of product. I love any oil. I love a butter. I love products that protect against the sun, because you guys, you may not think like, oh, I'm out in the sun all the time, but if you're out in the sun for a substantial amount of time, you need to have products that are not only going to hydrate your hair, but I love a product that incorporates ingredients that actually protects against the UV rays and protects against free radicals forming, which leads to your hair drying out and being brittle. So that is one thing that I love about shea butter, which is why I knew I had to include that in my butter. So cocoa butter, it softens the hair, it strengthens the hair, and it promotes healthier hair growth. So of course, why would I not include that? Kokum is definitely another one of my favorite, and I love kokum because kokum is also a soft butter. I know when people hear butter, they think that butter is something, you kind of look at it as more of a kind of hard and a stiffer texture, but this is what I really love about the butter that I crafted. I wanted to make sure that it easily smoothed out, so I made sure I went in with butters that will be able to penetrate the hair shaft, but wasn't so thick to where your hair just kind of like sticks together and becomes greasy. It's not like that. So that was another goal of mine whenever I created this formula, and so all of these butters kind of helped contribute to that, and that is another thing that I love about my butter. Now my last butter just may be my favorite, and this is not a butter that you guys hear about a lot. It's called Takuma butter, and my favorite thing about this butter is that it has detangling properties. So it not only gives hydration, it improves scalp health, it reduces or it increases damage repair, but the highlight of this butter, like I mentioned, is that it has detangling properties. That was very important to me because I have type 4 hair, if you guys can't tell, and detangling is a very essential part of anybody's hair care routine. I don't care what hair texture you have. To have a butter that specifically includes an ingredient to help with detangling, I absolutely had to have something like that in my butter. And you guys, I played around with this butter for a while because I was already making hair butters for myself, but I really wanted something, like I said, that was going to be able to work for different hair types, that was going to be able to be used on all hair porosities, because her hair porosity is a very big thing. And that's probably the most important thing. That's more important than your hair type, because your hair porosity is all about how your hair absorbs water. So if you have high porosity hair, then the water absorbs fast, but it leaves out just as quick as it absorbs. If you're low porosity like me, then it takes forever for your hair to absorb water, but then again, your hair dries out very quickly. A lot of people ask me, is there protein in my products? And most people ask that because usually people with high porosity tend to like products that have a little bit more of protein. My products don't really focus on that. There may be different ingredients may have like smaller amounts of protein, but as far as me making sure that there was like a protein base, my products are not like that. And I've tested my products across the board on all different types of hair porosities, and they work well for all hair porosities. So I just want to let you guys know that if you're one of those people where your hair doesn't do well with protein, you don't have to worry about that. But if you are a natural that loves high protein products, this product will still work for you, because I made sure that there was a perfect balance of everything. So I didn't focus on ingredients that was just rich in protein, because even if you do have high porosity hair, you still have to be careful with that. I wanted to make sure that my butter was well balanced, and so I definitely think that this butter still works great for both high and low porosity hair. Now, the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is going to be my lightweight moisturizing oil. And I absolutely love this blend that I came up with, because it is important. I wanted to pause here and explain in more detail what I meant when I stated that hair oil itself doesn't make your hair grow. A lot of people don't understand that your hair is actually growing daily, so other brands capitalize on this and they tell you that their oils grow your hair, which is not true. Herbal growth oils are made to promote better scalp health and strengthen the hair follicles as they emerge from the root. The herbs promote growth by reducing hair loss, repairing damaged hair, and increasing scalp circulation. The oil itself, with a great routine and scalp massage 2 to 3 times a week, ultimately leads to you seeing the retention. So that is the point I was trying to make, because I always want to be honest with consumers and properly explain how this works, opposed to making you believe the oil itself is what's growing your hair. I am also a natural that I don't believe that oil grows your hair. That's not... Your hair is already growing. The thing that is happening is that your hair is not moisturized, which is why your hair is breaking off. And so all of my products are just based around that one word, moisture, and making sure that once your hair does grow, my products are making sure that the new strands that are coming in are strong and healthy, so that they don't break easily. And they're also built around the fact that they provide moisture, so that, again, the things that we talked about that dry your hair out, your hair has a less chance of being damaged and breaking off, because my products are going to make sure that they are supplying the ultimate moisture that your hair needs, so that you can see the actual length retention. So this is my lightweight moisturizing oil. And I love this product because it adds shine and moisture to your hair, like I said, without weighing it down, which is why I have it as classified as lightweight. And again, everyone that I've talked to about this oil, they love the hydration that it provides, but they love that it doesn't sit on top of the hair. So the oil was formulated with different carrier oils that will actually penetrate the hair shaft versus sitting on top of it. A lot of different oils that you come across, you just kind of put them on the scalp and you notice that they just kind of sit there. They make your hair extremely greasy because they aren't lightweight to actually go into the hair strands, and your hair actually soak up the benefits of the oil. I wanted to make sure that mine was not like that. I didn't want to use anything too heavy that would cause the oil to just sit on top of the hair. The oils that I have are sunflower, safflower, avocado. I have grapeseed, sweet almond oil, which is one of my favorite oils, and I have castor oil, but I don't use a lot of the castor oil because, again, castor is a little bit of a heavier oil, but if you if you put it in perfectly with a nice blend, then again it works out perfectly, because castor oil itself is a very great carrier oil as well. And then I use a fractionated coconut oil, and then I also use vitamin E. I have a couple of people that have mentioned to me that they've used it as a hot oil treatment. You can use it that way. I like to use it to mix it with my actual hair butter whenever I'm going in styling for a really nice deep hydration. You can use it separately on the scalp if you want to, but you can also use it as a midweek pick-me-up, where you just put a little bit in your hand and just kind of go through your hair to give it a little bit more shine and moisture throughout the week, if that is how you prefer to use your oils. I love how it is lightweight, and my favorite thing is that it actually penetrates the strands. And you guys can see here just how nice and healthy my hair looks. And I don't use a whole lot of my products. That's another thing. With my products, a little goes a long way. I've had people come back and give that feedback as well, that they love the size of the products, especially my butter, because it is 10 ounces, but because of how hydrating it is, they don't have to use a lot of it and it still gets the job done. So that's just something that I wanted to mention to you guys as well. Now the last product, which is one of my favorites, all of my products are now my most favorite is just going to be my butter, just because, guys, I love a good butter in my hair care routine. My type 4 hair loves it. So it's just like the creaminess of it, just the overall experience of hair butters is just something about it. You know, like deep conditioning is my favorite part of my routine, so let me just throw that out there. But my last one is going to be my Herbal infused hair growth oil. And this oil holds a very special place in my heart because I have fine edges. And you may think that with having type 4 hair, thicker hair, coarser hair, that your hair doesn't break easily, and that could not be the farthest thing from the truth. Our hair, yes, it is very strong, but it still breaks easily. There's some hair types where the hair is just a little bit more fragile, and I have noticed it about my type 4 hair. So I was wearing a lot of tight styles around my edges whenever I first became natural, and I wasn't aware that my edges were breaking off, because I believed that because my hair was coarser and it was thicker that it wouldn't break as easily, and it left me with a lot of damage on my edge area. And I'll try to pop up a picture here, kind of comparing for you guys what it looked like before versus what it looked like once I started incorporating my Herbal infused oil. And I use that oil just to do little massages around my edges and grow my edge area back. And so my Herbal oil uses the same carrier oils, but it is infused with hibiscus, rosemary, fenugreek seeds, moringa. I also have my horsetail that is in it, and then I also have cloves. So it has 6 powerful ingredients that I allow to infuse. I don't use a heated method. I like mine's better to kind of infuse on their own over time. So those are the 6 herbs that I use in my carrier oil, and I have found that it has decreased irritation and inflammation. This is feedback that I've gotten back about the products. Friends that have used it that had problems with dandruff and just having an irritated scalp, moving to different climates and stuff like that, they've talked about how it has reduced their flaking and their inflammation. I've had guys use it on their beard, and they say that it also helps with inflammation that comes along with like their razor bumps and just all of that kind of good stuff that I love hearing about my oil. As you guys can see here, I use it to grow back my edge area. It is definitely a powerful oil. I've seen the results of what happened when I was not knowledgeable about my hair at the time and how my hair broke off. I struggled finding a way to grow my hair back until I actually crafted something that grew my edges back. So that is my Herbal infused oil, and those are all of my products. So I wanted to talk to you guys physically on camera about it, because I wanted to give you guys a more in-depth explanation of the products and how to use them. As more people find out about business, I want them to have something to be able to come to and answer their questions if they are having any questions about the Classy Girl Essentials natural hair care line, or just about my products in general, and wanting to know more about my business, what we stand for, who we are. I wanted there to be something out there for you guys. So I hope that this has been very helpful to you. Before we get out of here, you know, I mentioned to you guys that I have done a rebrand, and so I wanted to show you guys my new thank you cards that I have. I love personality, and I love having a personal touch to stuff. So I like to write little thank you cards to everybody that supports me, and I wanted to show you guys what our new cards look like, because I wanted something that again overall spoke to who we were as a Christian brand. So you guys are actually getting the first view of this, because I haven't used this yet. They just came in the mail yesterday. And so here are our thank you cards. That includes a cross here, and it just says thank you, and it gives me plenty of space on the inside to write personalized notes to show my appreciation to everyone that supports my brand. I understand that there are probably hundreds of other natural hair care lines out there that you guys can choose from, but you decided to trust me with your hair care needs. And I'm finding that I'm loving my hair more and more and more as I wear it out. I usually stretch my hair, but I didn't feel the need to stretch it. I've just been embracing who God has made me to be. And I have been enjoying this journey of really just embracing my natural hair over this year. I've always loved my natural hair, but I feel like this year I just have a greater appreciation for it. I'm going on vacation with it. I'm just really, like I said, honing in on the way God created me. So I want to encourage you guys, if you are on your natural hair journey, the more you wear your hair out, the more you're going to fall in love with yourself. The reason you don't like your natural hair is because you aren't wearing it out. You're not learning how to style it, so you don't really know what to do with it. Pray to God and ask Him to show you direction, to lead you in the right journey, to lead you on your journey, and to lead you in the right path of people that can, you know, teach you about your hair. And guys, it's YouTube. I learned everything about my hair literally through YouTube, and the way that social media is now. When I first started my natural hair journey, there weren't a lot of women with hair textures like mine, so I had to really find information on mine. But there's so many people out there now. So my hopes on this journey is that you guys learn to love your natural hair, love who God has created you to be. There's only one you, and that is just my hopes. And I'm just praying that through my natural hair business, that's something that I really want to push, is just us seeing ourselves the way God sees us. And so that is pretty much the rundown of my brand, and that's pretty much the rundown of my natural hair care products. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I'd love for you all to check out my website, sign up for email marketing so that you can get your 15% off of your order. Don't forget to do that, and come back and tell me how you guys liked the products. Obviously leave me a review. That would help me a lot. And also say hi down in the comment section below, because I love talking to people as they come down in my comment sections, whether you're a subscriber or not. I would love for you guys to subscribe and follow this journey. And if you guys are interested in my journey as a Christian business owner, I do want to start incorporating more of that on my channel as well. And so that'll all be going to my business playlist. And that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions, don't hesitate to leave them down below. I also have a messaging center on my website, so that way if you guys need to contact me directly through that, I will always get back to you through that as well. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notification bell so that you will know every time I post new content. Also, use the link down below so that you can sign up for emails and receive 15% off. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.